Hey everyone, welcome to this beginner friendly introduction to Python. So, before we directly jump into the coding, let me just give you a basic introduction to Python. So, I'll basically talk about what is Python, what kind of application we can build with Python. Also, we'll talk about the advantages of Python. So, first of all, Python is a high level interpreted programming language created by Guido van Rossum in 1991. And Python is basically focuses on readability, meaning the code looks simple and easy to understand. And there are different applications that we can build with the help of Python. So, there are various domains where Python can be used. You might have seen different applications that are running and different AI tools that you are using in your daily life. Maybe those are created with the help of Python. So Python is used for web development, it is used for GUI development, it is used for AI, it is used for data science, also it is used for game development. So it has a wide uses in different areas. It is used. So different big companies also, like if we talk about Netflix, Microsoft, Amazon and many other big companies, they also uses Python for their product development and application development. And it is very popular. Python is popular because of its simplicity and it's beginners friendly. So anyone can learn Python very easily. They can start coding with Python. Respect to other programming languages, it is quite easier because learning C, C++, Python, or maybe PHP, all these languages, they are simple, but much coding is needed than Python. But so in that aspect, Python is very simple and easy to understand. It has English like statements, and it also has a very good community support. And because of these reasons, Python is very popular. And Python is very suitable for someone who starting development or learning their career journey or starting their career journey. For those people, this is very important. So now let's try some simple programs in Python. So in order to run any Python project or application, first you have to install Python on your system. It is available for various operating systems like Windows, for Mac, for Linux. All the different versions are available on the official website. You can download as per your operating system. After that, you need an IDE where you will be writing the code in Python. You can go for any IDE of your choice. In my case, I have selected VS Code, which is open source and very simple to use. So let's start a Python code first. So how do you start in Python code in your VS Code editor? So all you need to do, first you have to check whether Python is properly installed or not. So if Python is properly installed, you will see this icon over here. This is the Python symbol you can see here, and it will show the projects. If you have already any Python projects, it will show over here, and also it will show the version of Python. You can see for in my case the Python version is 3.14. And also you can see here we have environment managers, global and other environment managers. So now I just want to create a single Python file. I will not create any project at this moment. We will create single file. Later on we will understand how to create Python project. So in order to create a Python file, you just have to type Shift and you will select on a different option. Let me type again Control Shift and P, and here you can see the option. One second, Control Shift P, and here you can see the option New Python file. So I'll just click on this, and you can see the file is created. The first thing that I'll do after creating this file is I'll save it with a name. So for that I'll just type I'll just press Ctrl S. Now you have to select the location of your Python file. You can select any location of your choice. In my case, I'll select desktop. Now Python files are saved with .py extension. So I'll just type the name. Let's call it as test and hit the save button. Alright, so now here we have to write the code. So let me just write a simple statement here. I'll just print a message. Okay, this is the simplest code. We are just trying to print some message on the console. So this print, it is basically a function and it is so you can terminal very easily, or the console. You just have to go to this terminal and you can open a new terminal. So once you click on open new terminal, the terminal section will be appeared. But in my case, I am not going to do it. I just want to run this file, and when I run this file, automatically the terminal will appear. So what I am trying to do, basically I am trying to print a message on the console. So this is going to be the output of this program. So here I have to click on the run button. You can see this option, run Python file, and the moment you click on this, the PowerShell will start. Okay, here you can see the PowerShell started, and you can see the code executed, and here we got the output hello world. So we got the output in the terminal, and this is the output of this program. Now remember, Python is basically an interpreted language. So whatever you do, that doesn't get compiled, it interpreted. Now let's try another program. So I'll create a new file, Control Shift P, and now I will click on new Python file, and here we are going to save the file first. Let's check. So the purpose of this is for casting their vote or not, depending on their age. Okay, so basically we know that if the age is 18 or more, the person is eligible for casting the vote. If the person's age is less than 18, he or she is not eligible for voting. So we are just going to implement this logic in the Python code. So what I will do first, I will declare a variable. So what is a variable basically? A variable basically like a container where we store some data or value, right? So here I am declaring a variable named age, and I am storing a value that is the age of a person, that is 18. Okay. Now I am going to check whether this age is greater than or equal to 18 or not. If it is greater than or equal to 18, I will print a message that the person is eligible for voting. If it is less than 18, I will print a message that the person is non-eligible for voting. So here we will write the logic. If age is greater than or equal to 18, then we'll print a message for voting. Now, message will and here is the else part. Enter message, that is not eligible for voting. Okay, so now look at this code, very simple. You can see it has a proper structure. If you see, this is the condition part, then there is a colon, and here you can see this indentation is provided. We provided some indentation. This is very important in Python. You have to use this indentation to make the interpreter understand that this is basically the part of this if block, and this is basically the part of the else block. So this indentation we have to use very carefully. If we don't maintain this indentation properly, your code will not work. Perfect code. Okay, so wait for a few seconds, and here we go. Eligible for voting. So our logic is working correctly. If I change this to 15, let's see the output now. But remember, the moment you do some change in the code, after that you must save the file. Okay, you must save the file, or you can do one thing, you can enable the auto save option from the file. If you keep this auto save option on, it means that after making some changes in the code, automatically the code will be saved. In that case, you need not to save the file again and again. So I'll hit the run button, and here we got the output not eligible for voting. So it's working fine. Now I'll do a simple change here. What I will do, I will try to take the age from the user. So basically here we are giving the input manually, right? We are giving the input manually. But what if we want to take the input from the user at runtime? So we can do that. To do so, I will use a different function. From the if we print a message, otherwise we will print another message. Perfect. Let's save it and we'll run it now. Okay, so you can see now we are prompting for entering the age of the user. So I will enter 19. I'll hit enter, and you can see we got an error here. You can see we got an error. It says age greater than 18. Okay, not supported between instance of str to int. Okay, so what happened is, basically when we take the input from the user, it is not a string type, it's not an integer data. Okay, this is basically a string type of data. So age has become a string type here, and then we are comparing a string data with an integer type. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to take an integer input, then we have to compare it with 18. So okay, so let's do that. Let's change it in here. So here I am just going to add a function called int. Now what will happen? We will take the input from the user, that data will be converted into integer, and then it will get stored in variable. Now the code is fine, there shouldn't be any error like this string and integer comparison error. Let's run the code. Age, let's say 24, and you can see we got the error, got the message that eligible for voting. So when you take input from the user, you have to be very careful about the data types. Suppose if you take a string value and if you process it as integers, then this kind of errors may appear. So I hope this is clear to you. So today's session, in this video, we talked about what is Python and the uses of Python, and also we tried some coding. So that's all from this video. Thank you for watching.